All right, it has been some time since I have made a YouTube video. Just a lot going on over the past year. As the kids are getting older, we're getting much more involved in sports and extracurricular activities, and it makes things like this, making YouTube videos, somewhat difficult. But I do love doing these. I love making them for all 25 of my people that watch them. And so what I decided to do today was actually make a video about eating, like the food that I take with me on the trip. And I have done this multiple times. People see that I pack food and all that stuff. But I figured what I would do is I would actually show a video of me throughout the course of a 4-day actually eating, like how I do it, if you will. It's interesting, almost every captain that I've flown with recently has made a comment on the fact that I pack my own food and are somewhat impressed by it, I guess. It's a very regional thing, and some guys will even say, like, you know, we're not in the regionals anymore, which I find funny. But I'm doing it because I really, really want to eat healthier. I want to, you know, maintain some healthier habits on the road. And I think it's fun. I think it's interesting to do. I think it's kind of like a challenge that I can do. So anyways, so that's what this video is going to be about. It's about the food and how I eat while I'm on the road. So recently I did a 4-day trip. Technically it was a 3-day trip. It was a 4-day trip, but the first day hardly counts because I showed up well after dinner and just flew a single leg from Atlanta to Dallas-Fort Worth. But in that 4 days, I food prepped for the entire 4-day trip, and this is kind of what it looks like. And I don't know why I didn't film any of this, but on the first day, I actually ate on the way down to the airport in my car. And I actually ate a meal that I had prepped earlier that week. So typically, if I'm eating on the way to the airport, I carry this little charger that's like a 12-volt adapter that goes in the cigarette lighter, and then it's got this 120-volt plug-in on this side. And I just recently picked up this thing, the Hot Logic food warmer. Got it on Amazon. It was like $39.99 or something like that. You can decide whether or not you want to get the 12 volt to go in your cigarette lighter of your car or the 120 volt. I would recommend getting the 120 volt if you're an airline pilot. It's just more practical. But this thing is great. I was flying with a captain not too long ago who had one of these, and I've known about these for years because flight attendants at SkyWest always had them. But he convinced me. He said, man, this thing is awesome. You definitely want to get this, especially because it's so easy to pack and it warms up your food, and it's great to never have to eat cold food again. So typically what I'll do is I'll just plug this thing into the cigarette lighter, plug in the Hot Logic, put the food in it, and then just toss it on the floor of the car and let it warm up for about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, and then just eat it as I'm traveling to the airport.
About a stoplight, scarfing down some food.
And that's what I did on day one. Got to the airport, flew from Atlanta to Dallas-Fort Worth, and now this is where we will pick it up. So one of the things that I typically do when I get to my room is I just unpack my cooler real quick and throw all my stuff into the fridge. And now that all that is done, it's time to get ready for bed. All right, going for a run this morning in Fort Worth. Some kind of a carnival going on. It smells good. I finished my run at a coffee shop down in the lobby. So grab a coffee, go into the room. All right, so one of the things that I bring with me is this thing. It's called a fit lid, which you can't really see anymore, but you unscrew it and it keeps protein powder in it. That's how you can load it into a bottle or thermos or something. So I bring this with me, and I have it usually after my workouts. And then I bring 2 scoops, or for this particular trip, it's 2 scoops, and I put it in a Ziploc bag to save room. So you just open your bottle, it takes forever, unscrew that, pop it down. You start working this thing in, takes a long time. I love drinking this after a run because I always crave something sweet, and I'm not a big sweets guy. But this just kind of does it for me. Like, it just like satisfies that sweet crave that I get. So I like it. Now it's time to take a shower. trying to find a microwave for my food. The most frustrating part about bringing food is looking for microwaves to heat up your food. And of course, it's like on the second floor in some random corner. There she is. Of course, I understand this is like such a stupid gripe, but I remember when I was at SkyWest, it was a requirement in the contract with the hotels that we had that every room had to have a microwave. And I think it just spoke to the prevalence of people who food prep, because both flight attendants and pilots there did not make a lot of money, and so a lot of people brought their food. So the microwave thing can be a pain, but honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that big of a deal, and it's kind of a stupid gripe, but I'm gonna eat. This looks pretty good. Easy meals, they taste great. They're a low calorie, high protein, so I'm gonna enjoy this. It's time to grab the food and go. Oops. I always find this kind of satisfying. You take your empty containers, you wash them out well, and then you just stack them like this, and it gives you more room in your bag. So the microwave. All right, so I want to make a quick comment here because I know someone's going to say something about my jar of peanut butter. Oh, that's horribly unhealthy for you. It's got so much sugar in it. Why are you eating that if you're trying to lose weight and blah, 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 blah. That is a legitimate statement. I know peanut butter is not the best thing for me. But here's my problem. When it comes to fitness, when it comes to losing weight or anything like that, my biggest problem is always snacking. I just snack, just mindlessly eating food when I'm editing things, when I'm in the room reading, when I'm just driving in the car, when I'm maybe watching a movie with Ashley. I'm just mindlessly eating. So what I've discovered is if I get that desire to just snack on something, I'll usually open up a can of peanut butter, and I'm a crunchy peanut butter person. Apparently that's like horrible. I don't know, people will really look down on you if you eat crunchy peanut butter. I love crunchy peanut butter. And I'll just take 1 or 2 bites of that, and I'm done. I'm satisfied. Don't want anything else, especially on the road, because you have that tendency to just like, oh, I'll grab a bag of chips from the front, little market thing at the hotel check-in or whatever. Sometimes people will just hand you chips and you just eat them. And I'm trying to stay away from snacking. So in order to do that, in order to stay away from it, I'll eat some peanut butter. I'm gonna leave one of these out because it's about time for a snack. And then the last step will be to fill these ice packs up in the ice machine, which I've got to walk down or up 1 floor to do. This is my afternoon snack. These things are delicious, very high in protein, and I enjoy eating them. All right, I'm on the 4th floor. Gotta get some ice. All right, so once again, I don't know why I didn't film any of this day. I'm like a total noob when it comes to this stuff. It was a busy day. We left Dallas-Fort Worth, flew to LAX, and then LAX to Kansas City. We got in late, so I went to bed and once again forgot to film stuff. But basically, I was able to heat my food up in the cockpit while we were in LAX, just sitting there waiting to depart, and so I was able to have another hot meal. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. Pretty uneventful day, but I'll show you how that heating up in the cockpit thing works a little bit later on in this video. All right, head to the gym in Kansas City. All right, done with my workout. I'm gonna get some lunch, and first I'm gonna take a little protein powder. So one of the issues that I deal with is I can really only pack about 5 meals, and I need 6. So one of the meals I'm gonna have to actually go and get something, and I think I'm just gonna go grab some Chipotle right around the corner because I know it's good. I'm used to it. It's high protein, so I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. But Kansas City's cool. I like this place. So I pivoted and went here instead, and it was delicious. All right, I am watching the Braves game and doing some mandatory Delta training, and about to eat my snack. I actually got these at a little market down the street. I went there to go get some food, wound up not eating there, wound up eating in a different restaurant, which was really, really good. But I picked these up at the market. Pretty good. Beef sticks, they got 18 grams of protein, so try one of these for a snack. Oh, those are good. Those are real good. Okay, ready to go. Just got to run and get my ice. We are deadheading from Kansas City to Atlanta and then deadheading again from Atlanta to Houston. We've been rerouted. So I will have to eat one of my meals on one of those planes. It will probably be eaten cold, which isn't the best, but that's fine. And that should be my last meal. I've got 2 more meals after that I will eat tomorrow. So still watching the Braves game. They're winning right now. What actually wound up working out pretty well, our deadheading flight from Kansas City to Atlanta was delayed. So I was able to find a nice little quiet corner in the Kansas City airport, pull out my Hot Logic and heat up a meal and eat it right before I got on the plane. So that worked out well. That was delicious. I'm in a Sheraton hotel at the Houston airport. Don't like it. It's kind of like old looking and everything, but they do have a microwave, which is pretty nice, and honestly it's like so uncommon these days. So I just heated up my food, so that's going to be nice. It's a little more, a little longer. Ironing my shirt. So usually I wait till about 12 noon Eastern to actually eat. Even if I'm on like the West Coast time, I try to stay on the East Coast time for my eating schedule, if you will. And it's like 11:50, but I'm taking advantage of the fact that I have a microwave here and I can heat the food up, so I'm just gonna eat real fast. All right, we're going from Houston to Atlanta, and then we're gonna do a Fort Lauderdale turn. I've got 2 hours to sit in Atlanta. Oftentimes I'll try to time it so that I can go to the crew lounge and heat up my food there. That's not gonna work today because it's gonna be too early to actually eat dinner. So it'll be one of those heated up in the cockpit kind of days, which isn't bad, but I'll be eating on the road, if you will. All right, so once again, I didn't pull my phone out, but it was a really simple flight. We flew from Houston over to Atlanta. It was great captain, by the way. Maybe that's part of it because we just had such a good conversation and just kept forgetting to like get my phone out and film anything, but whatever. Once we got to Atlanta, didn't have as much time as I thought. Walked over to the gate and then hopped in the plane. We just flew down to Fort Lauderdale. Once again, as a captain I've flown with before. Great conversation, forgot to pull my phone out, but I did pull it out to show how I heat up my meal, which this is how you do it. Got down to Fort Lauderdale, battled the thunderstorm getting in, sat there for not long, and then came right back to Atlanta. Got done in Atlanta pretty late, and then just went home. It was pretty simple little 4-day/3.5 day.
And that's it. Hopefully we'll have another video coming out soon. We'll see. But thanks for watching.